Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you've been to my channel before, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. I'm so excited that you are here. But I have some very exciting news. And that's what this whole video is going to revolve around. It's going to be more of like a vlog type video. But I am actually heading to my pre-op appointment because I am getting LASIK. You will have noticed if you've watched some of my more recent videos that I have mostly been wearing glasses. And that's because for the pre-op appointment, my eyes have to be like the actual shape that they are, and wearing contacts presses the eyes so it makes it into the shape that it should be. So I have not been able to wear my contacts for like the past week and a half. So I am actually heading to my pre-op appointment. They're gonna tell me everything that's gonna happen. And I am super excited. If anyone knows me at all, they will know that I have literally grown up wearing glasses, wearing contacts, the whole thing. So I'm so excited. I don't even think you guys understand. I'm gonna try my best to document what I can. I know it's gonna be very awkward being in the doctor's office and recording it all. So a lot of it might not be recorded, but I'm gonna have a lot of notes. I'm gonna explain a lot of it. You guys will kind of see what it's like before I go in, what it's like after I go in, and then what the recovery process is like as well. So if you're someone who wears glasses and contacts, this might be something that you're interested in. This could be very informative for you maybe. So, I'm very excited. I'm also very nervous. I know I'm going to be awake during the actual procedure itself, which is going to be on Friday. So it's Tuesday right now. So in 3 days is when my appointment or my actual procedure will be. But I am very excited, and yet I'm very nervous at the same time. I'm not used to willingly going into surgeries, so it's gonna be very different for me. But yeah, I'm very excited. Again, I'm still very nervous, but we are going to head to the doctor's office and we're gonna get all of the measurements. We're gonna see if LASIK is the right thing or if PRK is the right thing. I've been to an eye doctor before who does LASIK surgeries and stuff a couple of years ago, and he told me that PRK would be the better option for me because my corneas are really thin. But now when I called to make this appointment and everything like that, he told me that they have updated the technology essentially, and they've made it so people with a little bit thinner of corneas, they've widened that spectrum. So now people who maybe have a thinner cornea than what it originally was, they can get the LASIK. I don't know what my numbers are, so I don't even know if I'm within that range. But again, I'm super excited. I'm hoping that I can get the LASIK because it is a shorter recovery time than the PRK. The PRK is a much longer recovery time just because it's a different technique that they use. I'm very excited. I hope whoever watches this, if you're thinking about getting LASIK or PRK, whichever one it is, I hope this does bring a lot of information to you. And yeah, so yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to learn and to finally take off these glasses. I am so excited. So we're gonna see what the doctor tells me that I have to do over these next 3 days, if there's anything that I need to do. And then, yeah, I'm so excited. I don't think you guys understand. I think this is going to be a very monumental moment. I think I've worn glasses since I was 2 or 3. So I'm 25 now and like I'm getting LASIK. Like I'm not gonna have to wear these. I'm like gonna wake up in the morning and like I'm gonna be able to see, and I'm not gonna be able to like I'm not gonna be fondling for my glasses, like trying to like find everything. Like I'm gonna be able to see right away and I'm not gonna have to worry about it. Dude, I'm gonna save so much money by not buying contact solution. Can I just say that? Like, I don't even have to do that anymore. Like, that is so exciting. Like, I'm so excited right now. Alrighty guys, so I am at the doctor's office right now. I am waiting in my car because I went in, and there's a backstory to this, but I went in and he's like, they're having everyone wait in their cars for their appointment. So like they get everyone checked in and then ask you to go back to your car and sit there and wait. And then once they're ready, they'll bring you in. But as soon as I got here, I like parked my car because at first I was like, I'm not even sure I'm at the right building because it's just like an office building. So I was kind of confused. I wasn't really sure if I was in the right place, but I parked and I went inside and I was like, I'll find like the right suite number and everything like that. So I'm walking around and I find the suite number and I was like, okay, cool. Like whatever, I know where I'm at. And I go to open the door and the door's locked. So that was fun. I was like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I didn't know there was like an outside door to go to. So I like knock on the door and no one answers. The doctor that I talked to when I did like my virtual consultation, he ended up opening that door and was like, were you the one knocking? And I was like, yeah, I like was trying to find the suite and like it says to come in, but the door's locked. So like, I just don't really know what to do. And he was like, oh, well, like this is our back door, but like, you're like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And he's like, we just need to fix the signs anyway. Cause like, you're supposed to go in through the front door, which the front door was outside of the building, which I didn't know because there was only like the big, like main doors. So I was very confused, but like he was super cool, and like just took me through the office and they got me all situated, and then he took my temperature and then told me to go back out to my car and to like drive it around like right outside the awning that was out there. So I go back to my car, I get in, drive around, and I'm just sitting here waiting, and then he comes out, gives me back my license because they had to make a copy of my license. And then I was just like sitting here waiting, and he then came back out like maybe 5 minutes later and got me and brought me in. And then one of the nurses took me back. She did like 2 or 3 tests on my eyes to like look at like what prescription I have now, like the thickness of my corneas, and what like the back of my eye looks like and all of that, and then showed me like a picture of like the shape of my eye, which was really weird but really interesting to see. So it was like, for me, typically like I have an astigmatism, so typically what like an eye should look like is it should look like an egg. So like it should be like fairly flat like on the top and it would be like an egg shape. But for me, like it was like round, but there was like divots in it, and that was because of my astigmatism and because of like other things that like I have. And so she was like, that's normal, but the laser is actually going to smooth that out, so then you're not even going to have to worry about it, which I thought was really cool, but like really weird in a way. I don't know. So then she did a couple more tests, and then took me into like the actual room. They like figured out what prescription I have, like with my glasses now. Then they did another eye test to see like where it's at like today. And then I sat and waited, came back in, dilated my eyes. So I sat in the room and I did wait for a little bit. I honestly, there wasn't a lot of waiting. I think I spent maybe like a total of like 10-15 minutes like total over the whole appointment and everything waiting. But I went back into the room. I think I was maybe in like 3 rooms total. There was like 2 different rooms doing some tests, and then we went into like the exam room, and like typically where you would go for like an eye doctor, and they have like the machine that like goes in front of your face and everything like that. So that was where I spent most of the time. and they did some tests to like see the prescription that I have on these glasses, and then like the prescription that I would have like as of today. And so they did that, and then once she was done, she dilated my eyes, and that was, I think, where I did the most waiting, just because they had to wait for me to fully dilate, and then they did those same tests again. So they checked the prescription just to like make sure there was like consistency in it. So then once that was done, they brought in a counselor who kind of like went over the procedure and everything that was happening. And then like if I had any questions, the main question that I had for them was just asking like throughout the recovery time, because like I personally am still working from home, so like I'm using my phone, my iPad, everything like that. So I just wanted to make sure that like I would still be able to work from home during that recovery time, so I didn't have to worry about like not getting paid. But they said that was totally fine. I don't have to worry about like technology or anything like that. I just might have a little bit of light sensitivity. So if that does end up happening, just like wear some sunglasses. They went over the procedure, and it's pretty much like I'm gonna go in, they're gonna run like a couple more tests, and then they'll actually do the procedure itself, which like the doctor that came in and like did like the last part of my test said that it would maybe be like 12 to 15 seconds per eye with the laser, because I guess there's two lasers, one that like cuts the flap and one that like smooths it out. And so she said that would usually take like 12 to 15 seconds per eye, and you're gonna feel some pressure, but like you'll be numbed up, I guess. So they'll numb you, and then like you'll feel pressure on your eye, it'll do its thing, and then they'll move on to the next eye, and then you'll be done. I did ask because like you're gonna get like, you'll get like artificial tears, you'll have like some like steroids and antibiotics that are all eye drops, everything is eye drops, but you'll have that, but they're actually gonna send that to me in the mail, so I will get everything before my procedure, and then so once I go home I already have everything, I don't have to worry about it, which will be super nice. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very interested to see what happens, to be honest, because it is Tuesday, it is May 19th, so it is May 19th, it is 3 o'clock, so I have 3 days. My appointment is on Friday at 1 o'clock. I have less than 3 days left to wear glasses, and I am super excited. Wow. For the most part, I will film a little bit the actual day of the procedure itself. She did say that I'm going to be very tired after my procedure on Friday, but that's okay, because like it's typical, because you are like numbed up, that is gonna make you fairly tired, so like I get it. Hey guys, what is up? It is Friday. The time has come. It's finally happening. I am getting LASIK. This is crazy to me to even think about, because I have had glasses, I've had contacts for literally as long as I can remember. I don't remember a time where I haven't had glasses or where I haven't had to get contacts. So this is a very exciting day for me. I am extremely excited. I'm a little nervous just for like the procedure itself, but overall I am so excited. Like I can't even handle it. My friend is on her way to come and get me now, and then we're probably gonna get some food, and then it's gonna happen, and I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm just like, I already want it to be done, so like I can just come home and sleep and then wake up and like not have like had it even like process that like I can actually see now. So it's like there's a whirlwind of emotions going on in my whole body right now, but I am very excited, and yeah, I just want to go. I'm just like ready. So we're gonna do this. It's gonna happen, and I'm probably gonna film myself throwing these glasses away because I don't need them anymore. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Hey guys, so it is currently 11:42 at night. I just woke up. I have been very tired today. But I went and I did it, and let me tell you, I have just been feeling so many emotions, like so many emotions. It's ridiculous. I apologize if like any part of my face looks a little swollen or like puffy. They said it would be normal to have like some bruising and stuff like on my eyeballs, like on like the whites of my eyes. And like if I did like a close-up, you could kind of see it. It's like there's like a little bit like right there, and there's like a little bit on like right there and right there. But overall, it has been a fairly good experience. So my friend came and picked me up. We went and got Wendy's and like headed out that way. It was probably like a 30-minute drive. And we get there, and for some reason I had a little bit of a temperature. I think it was just because I was wearing this sweater and I had been outside for a few minutes, so my body temperature like heated up quite a bit. So I had to wait in my car for like 15 minutes with the AC on to try and get my body to cool down. Thankfully it did, because I would have been very sad if this did not happen. But they pulled me in. Honestly, I would probably say it took less than 2 hours for the whole process. Like maybe I would even say like around an hour, to be honest. Honestly, I'm not even 24 hours in, and I'm so happy that I did it. I really, really am. Like, this was probably the best thing I think I ever could have done in my life. I don't think I will ever forget this moment in my entire life, but all I remember was the bed moving and just crying. I just remember the bed moving and sitting up and looking around the room and just being like, I don't need my glasses anymore. So it was a very, very surreal moment for me. Like, very surreal. Hey guys, so it has been a week since I got LASIK. And let me just say, this has been a crazy week. And two, it's been a very weird week for me. Mostly just because I like still in my mind psychologically think that like I need to be taking out my contacts and I need to be like blind when I go to bed at night. And that's not the case anymore, which is so weird for me. Like, that's such a weird feeling to have and to feel. So like it's been a very weird week for me, but like I love it. Like, I love that feeling. I just kind of thought I would go over what this past week has been like and the things that I've had to do recovery-wise, and just kind of what it's been like, because I know there are people who are thinking about getting LASIK, and I want to provide some insight to the people who do want to get it. So I hope this does give you some more information. But honestly, I really did not have to do a lot recovery-wise. So when I went in on Friday, they ran a couple more tests just to make sure that everything was fine. The prescription was going to be what it was going to be, and that there wasn't going to be any more worries. And so I did a couple of the same tests that I did on my consult day that I did on Tuesday. And then after that, they gave me 2 Xanax just to kind of like settle me, let my body relax a little bit so I wasn't like fidgety or anything like that in the OR. They give me a handful of essentially painkillers. It was a lot of Tylenol and it was a lot of Advil, so it was a lot for me. But they gave me that, and then they put numbing eye drops in my eyes so I obviously wouldn't feel anything when I was in the OR. And then after that, I went into the surgery room, and then the surgeon came in, went over a few things with me about what was going to happen, and then asked if I had any questions, and that was it. And they took me into the OR. To be honest, I didn't have any other questions. My questions were pretty much asked on my consultation day. So I really didn't have any issues going into it. I felt very well informed, and I didn't think anything bad was going to happen. Honestly, I trusted these people. I really did. And I still do. I'm not saying that I don't trust them anymore. I still trust them. I loved working with these people. They were so nice and they were so kind, and they did everything so quickly, but without making it feel rushed. So like, they would come in and spend their time with you, but you would be done in like 10 minutes and not even know. Like, you would feel like you were in there for 30 minutes, but it was only 10. So it was a very great experience with these people. Anyway, back on track. So they grab me and we go into the OR room, and the surgeon tells me that she's going to be doing some things, but she's going to be talking to me the entire time. So I get on the bed, and when you lay down, there's like the little donut hole that your head goes in. And so I'm like just laying there doing my thing, whatever. And the bed starts to move back, and then your head goes underneath the laser. So it's like this big thing, like right over your head. And again, she's walking me through everything. So she's telling me everything that's going to be happening, when it's going to be happening, for how long, and everything like that. So it was very comforting to hear that, because I was very nervous. I was extremely nervous. One of the nurses gives me 2 stress balls, which I could have swore I was about to break, because I was clenching them so tightly. Like, I was so nervous. But I laid there. She was telling me what was going on. She put one of the eyelid holders on one eye, and then told me that I was going to feel some pressure on my eye, and that pressure was going to be what was making my vision go dark in that eye. So she puts it down on my eye, and then she said, okay, you're going to feel this pressure for like 10 to 15 seconds, but everything's going to be fine. I'm going to be talking you through the entire time. And so she said, okay, here we go. Did it. I never felt the laser at any point. I will say that I never felt the laser, but you do feel that pressure from the object that she puts on your eye. So it was nerve-wracking for that specifically, but she would count down from those 10 seconds, and then it would be done. And she'd be like, okay, we're going to go to the next eye. She would do the same thing on that eye. And then she said, okay, we're going to move on to the second laser. The first laser was the laser that cut your cornea flap. That's what that one did. And so then when you move on to the second one, the second laser is the laser that actually does the procedure and actually flattens out your cornea or your eye to make it to that like prescription to get you to that 20/20 vision. So we get done with both eyes, right? And then the bed, so like let's say I'm laying like this, the bed shifts and you feel it start to move, and you like move like this. So then I may be sitting like diagonally, so I'd be like facing like this under a completely different laser. So then she says the same thing. She puts the eyelid holder on my eye, and she says, okay, you're gonna look at the green light. So she says, continue looking at that green light. Don't look at anything else, but you look at that green light. And then she said, okay, so once this laser starts, you're gonna start to smell what smells like burning hair. And I was nervous because look at this hair. I got a lot of hair. I didn't want to think that she was burning off my hair. She was not, just saying. But when that laser turns on, it's like literally like going at your eye. So it smells like burning hair. So she does the one, and she says, okay, continue looking at that green light. And essentially what I was looking at was like a green light and then like 2 red lights off to the side, and it would keep changing. So it would be like, it would almost look like fireworks in a way. Like you would see a lot of dots, but like on the left was red, the middle was green, and the right was red. And so I would look at this, and you would see it changing. Like it'd be like intertwining, whatever, but you'd have to keep looking at that green light. And so then once it was done, she said, okay, next eye. And again, all of this was happening. Each laser was happening within 10 to 15 seconds per eye. So total, that was maybe a full minute that I was actually under a laser that was working. So it was a little intimidating, but as soon as she finished that last eye, she put some eye drops in my eyes, and then obviously took the eye holders out. The nurse took the stress balls away from me. So the surgeon comes over and then puts these on me. So then she told me I had to wear these pretty much all day, and essentially all of the next day, because I was gonna have a lot of light sensitivity. My eyes, once the numbing agent was gonna start to wear off, I was gonna start to my eyes were gonna kind of start to burn a little bit, and it was gonna be really hard for me to keep my eyes open. So they really recommended that I wear these all of Friday, and then obviously go home and sleep. So I didn't need to wear these when I was sleeping, but they wanted me to wear them inside and outside all of Friday, and then even on Saturday. To be honest, I really didn't have a lot of light sensitivity, to be completely honest. I know a lot of people say it's going to be very bright, you're going to have a hard time seeing, like you're going to have to wear sunglasses. And given I still wore sunglasses, but even if like I would take my sunglasses off for 2 minutes, I really wouldn't have any issues. Like I wouldn't be squinting and like trying to see. I really didn't have any issues. So for me, I was like, I don't need to wear sunglasses inside. One, because I was like blacking out my entire apartment. So like I really didn't have any light sensitivity if my apartment was like completely black. So I really didn't have any issues, which was a good thing. And I still haven't had any issues. But the first couple days I did have like some blurriness. So like you would see like halos around things. It wasn't honestly that bad, to be honest. I did have like some sandy kind of feeling. Like it felt like, you know, you got like a piece of sand in your eye. They said that was going to be completely normal. A lot of dryness, irritability, stuff like that. That was going to be completely normal. But I did have to take 2 eye drops. So I did this one, which was an antibiotic. And then I had to do this one, which was a steroid. And I had to do that 4 times a day for a week. So I actually just finished these yesterday. And honestly, I had no issues with these. I do it in the morning, like right when I got up. And then I would do it like right around lunchtime and then dinner time and then like right before I went to bed. So I never really had any issues with these. But then another thing that they gave me were these lubricant eye drops because my eyes were going to be very, very dry. And so they told me that I was going to need to use these honestly as much as I needed. They said to do it like every hour. Which honestly, I feel like the first couple of days I was doing it more than every hour. I was probably doing it like every half an hour or so, just because I like when my eyes, like I can actually look and I don't have to like sit there and like blink a million times to like be able to see. So I would use them whenever, honestly, whenever I needed to. But over the past couple days, I noticed that I was using them less and less, which is super nice. I know I'm still going to be needing to use them over like the next month or so. So I did go and buy more on Amazon. And if you are thinking about getting LASIK, make sure that your eye drops are preservative free. They have to be preservative free. Don't ask me why, but they have to be. The only issue that I've really had is not being able to rub my eyes, because I am very used to like waking up in the morning and like getting out the eye boogies and like rubbing like my eyelashes, because usually like my eyelashes will get kind of crusty, especially like I've ever left like makeup on, like there's like extra makeup that I didn't take off, that I'm usually used to like rubbing my eyes in the morning. But they did tell me that for the past week I had to wear these lovely fashionable goggles at night. So these really weren't that bad. The first couple of days I really didn't have any issues with these. I would like put it like right here, and then I'd put my hair in a ponytail so it wouldn't come off, just because I'm very paranoid. Like if I were to just put it on my head, knowing me in my sleep, I would yank it off. So I had to like put it into a ponytail essentially. so this would stay on my head. So I didn't have any issues with it, but they said I don't need to wear this after a week. I might wear it every once in a while just to be safe. But for the most part, I really didn't have any issues with this. I did kind of have some issues with it around my nose because it did kind of hurt a little bit. Like if I put it on too tight, and you kind of see like some marks like right around here. I did have like some marks like right up here, but other than that, I really didn't have any issues with these. But yeah, honestly, this past week really hasn't been too terrible. The first day, I wasn't allowed any social media, phones, TV, like any of that. I wasn't allowed to do any of it because it would put some strain on my eyes. But honestly, when I came home, I went straight to bed. Like I got home maybe around like 3:30 and I woke up around like 8:30 and then was up for like a couple hours so like I could eat and do something, and then I went straight back to bed. So like I was very tired, especially once that Xanax started to wear off. I was very, very tired. So like I really didn't worry too much about being on my phone or like watching TV or anything like that. But the day after, they said it was fine. I could watch TV, stuff like that. But if I started to like get headaches or my head started to hurt, anything like that, then that's when I would need to like take a break because it's putting a strain on my eyes. So I really didn't have any issues, to be honest. But for the most part, this was an amazing experience. Like I can't even put into words like how weird it is for me to wake up in the morning and to be able to see and to be able to like go to bed at night and be able to see. I'm not gonna lie, I've been waiting a week to do this because I wanted to do it when I was filming this and I wanted to do it on camera, but I'm going to throw away all of my contacts and I'm gonna throw away my glasses, and it's gonna be amazing and it's gonna be such a big moment. So I am gonna go grab my glasses and my contacts and we're gonna do this right here, right now. We're gonna throw them away and I'm never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Alrighty, I have my garbage can right here. I have my first pair of glasses, which is the pair that I have been wearing in my past few videos. I'm ready for these to be gone. So they're gonna go right back in their little case. And here's the garbage can. They're gone. I have another pair. These are the pair before those glasses. I don't need them anymore. So going back in the case, they're gone. I have two contact cases that still have some contacts in them, and they're gone. Last but not least, I have two final boxes of contacts that I no longer need anymore. So they're gone. That's such a good feeling. I love that feeling. Like honestly, it feels like a weight was just lifted off of my shoulders. It really does. That was a very good feeling. Like, you know, when people go to like axe throwing places or they go to places to like break plates, that's what that felt like. Like, it felt so good to just throw it away and to never look back. Wow. That felt really good to do. And I'm really glad I did it on camera. I really didn't have any issues with like any of it. The only issues that I did have were redundant issues. It was just me complaining because I was recovering. Honestly, I recommend it, to be completely honest. I have talked with people that have done LASIK in the past, and they highly recommend it. I know, like myself, I highly recommend it. I don't think that feeling of like having to like take out my contacts at night or like put on my glasses, I don't think that feeling is ever gonna go away. You know what I mean? So like, it's gonna be a weird feeling for me to have to adjust to because it's only been a week. So it's gonna be a very weird thing for me to adjust to. but I would rather have that feeling every day for the rest of my life than continuously wake up knowing that I still have glasses or that I still have contacts. This was hands down, the best decision I've ever made in my life, ever. I honestly hope that this helped someone who is looking to get LASIK or is looking at that as a possibility as like to do. Because in all honesty, I would recommend it in a heartbeat. Like if there's anyone that is wearing contacts or just has glasses or whatever, or maybe you don't wear glasses or contacts and you can still see, but you're still thinking about it to make that vision better, honestly, I would recommend it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I really hope that this gave some insight to you. Maybe you have a friend or a family member who has considered it. Honestly, show them this video. I really don't care. Show them this video and let them kind of see what someone's experience was like with it. Because I can guarantee it's nowhere near as bad as you think it is, or like what your mind is like putting it as. So it may seem scary and it may seem daunting, but honestly, I think it was the best decision anyone could ever make in their life. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you definitely got some insight. And if you guys have any questions about my experience or about LASIK in general, please leave them down in the comments below because I would love to be able to answer them for you guys. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this like week-long vlog that I have documented. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some insight into the whole LASIK procedure and recovery time and everything like that. I am going to be updating everything regarding my LASIK and everything like that on my Instagram. I might even be doing it on TikTok as well. If that's something that you want to see, let me know down in the comments below, along with any questions that you have about LASIK and like my experience and my recovery time, everything like that. If you have any questions about it, please leave it down in the comments below. And also, while you are in the comment section, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. I would very much appreciate that. And while you are there as well, I want you to click the big red subscribe button down at the bottom, because why not? Because let's do it. Let's all be Disney loving friends together. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, make sure to follow me on all of my social media. That's whether it be Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, or TikTok. Please go and do it because I make a lot of fun TikToks and I post a lot of Disney stuff on Instagram. So you should follow me. So I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.